In a small city apartment, narrow and neat, tucked high above the street's hush, Marius sat in his soft blue armchair. Rain tapped at the dark window, casting rippling shadows across the walls. The glow from a solitary lamp painted his room in pools of gold and sapphire. Here, in his sanctuary, sheltered from cares, Marius treasured every gentle routine, the evening tea, the sorting of letters, the soft tick of the old detective clock. Above his desk, framed against a peeling wall, hung his one prized keepsake, a single midnight blue feather, mysterious and elegant, a secret from his childhood. But tonight, as he reached to dust it, the feather was gone. In its place was a faint smudge, almost like a promise or a riddle. From the hall, a cold wisp of air curled beneath the door, carrying a hint of something unknown, something quietly asking him to follow. Marius stood, heart fluttering with curiosity more than worry, and put on his long navy coat. Beneath the city's moody glow, adventure beckoned, whispering of lost things and midnight secrets. And so, he turned the lock and stepped gently into the noir-touched night, guided not by fear, but by wonder. The hallway beyond was a quiet river of shadow, with pale slats of light sliding in beneath each apartment door. Marius let the old building's hush wrap around him as he descended the narrow staircase, past flickering sconce bulbs and the patterned wallpaper's faded constellations. Outside, the city breathed a slow, nocturnal rhythm. Wet sidewalks gleamed, neon flickered through drawn curtains, and puddles reflected secrets overhead. Marius' search began at the oak entryway, where he noticed a faint print, a smudge of midnight blue leading out into the rain. He followed, passing silent windows and alleyways that seemed to watch, kind not cruel. On a stoop, a tabby cat blinked up at him, its golden eyes full of soft mischief. The cat pawed gently at his laces. With a wry smile, Marius knelt and whispered, "Did you see where my feather went, friend?" The cat purred, then turned tail high and padded gracefully down an alley lit only by the ghostly glow of a distant street lamp. Marius, guided by new companionship, followed into the blue-tinted dark. The alley was a narrow ribbon between brick walls, lined with forgotten flower pots and crumpled newspapers. The air was cool and sharp, tinged with the sweetness of distant pastries. Echoes of old jazz records seeped from a window above, wrapping the shadows in melody. Marius let the music settle his breath as the cat paused, turning a keen ear to the sound. Half hidden behind a rain barrel was a lost marble, glistening blue and green, almost like a tiny planet. Marius picked it up and turned it thoughtfully in his hand. Just then, a small voice called from a cracked basement window. "Excuse me, sir, did you find a marble? It is very important." It was a child's voice, shy, uncertain, and hopeful. Marius knelt by the window, holding out the marble. The child's hand reached up, grateful and trembling. "Thank you," they said. "Sometimes things just disappear in the night." Marius smiled, heart warm, and wondered if kindness, like marbles, might lead lost things home. The tabby cat meowed softly and continued down the alley. Marius rose and followed, the comfort of small deeds guiding his way, and the empty space in his pocket where his feather should be, now less heavy. The city opened wider as they moved on, a quiet block of shuttered shops and empty bus stops, the world painted in soft blues and sprawling shadows. The cat paused at the corner by a narrow park, where willows drooped into mist and benches waited, bathed in soft lamp glow. Marius spotted a shape, small and shivering, beneath one willow tree. Drawing near, he found a young girl clutching a rain-soaked notebook, staring at a puddle that mirrored the orange glow of distant windows. He crouched beside her, gentle and calm. "Are you all right?" She nodded, sniffling. "I lost my page, the one I worked on all night." Marius quietly scanned the ground with her, sifting doggedly through damp leaves. There, pinned against a root by the wind, lay a page torn from her book, ink running, but words still visible. Dreams are like feathers, they drift, but always find their place. He returned the page. The girl smiled, her whole body seeming to lighten. "Thank you. I will start again." Marius nodded, remembering his own feather, how sometimes finding what is lost is less important than offering kindness along the way. With a grateful glance, the girl hurried home. The tabby cat led Marius onward, deeper into the gentle city night. The night's gentle journey wound on. At a crossroads, flanked by shuttered newsstands and glimmering puddles, the cat stopped beside a small, trembling bird, a nightjar, feathers drenched in rain, unable to lift itself from the ground. Marius quietly knelt, draping his coat's edge over the bird to warm it. The cat offered a comforting nuzzle, its golden eyes unwavering. From beneath the bird's wing, something deep blue slipped free, a missing feather, glistening and whole. Marius' breath caught, awed by the quiet magic of the moment. The nightjar cooed softly, blinking up with gratitude. Very gently, with hands practiced in calm and patience, Marius returned the feather to his pocket and shielded the bird until its shivering ceased. The city hummed around him, carrying secrets but also gentle acts and quiet hopes. As the bird fluttered away into the blue-black sky, Marius smiled. Together, he and the cat began their quiet walk back home, carrying the warmth of found things and held lives under rain-streaked streetlights. The return was slow and peaceful. Streetlights traced a golden path for Marius and the weary tabby. The apartment building stood like an anchor in the night, windows aglow, a haven beneath overcast skies. Familiar hallway scents welcomed Marius, lavender, newsprint, shoe polish. The cat lingered by the stoop, then vanished, only its paw prints left behind on wet concrete. Inside, Marius hung his damp coat and slipped the midnight blue feather back into its frame. The room felt deeper, somehow, embraced in calm, lit by the soft dance of city shadows. Marius poured a cup of tea and settled once more in his blue armchair. His heart at ease found comfort in every small thing, the quiet hum of pipes, the faint echo of jazz, the memory of kindnesses traded under moody skies. Somewhere outside, the city pulsed on, but within these walls Marius rested, safe and soothed, the world gently remade by nighttime wonder. And as his eyes softened, sleep drew near, like a cat on silent paws, until only dreams remained.